Shalawam, shalawam. First and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Vakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. Shalawam to the sensei Ahtham out there pushing, preaching this 100% doctrine. And the tabernacle of David, the hopeful elect, 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves in this truth. Hey, shalawam. It's your brother Urami Kazak, back with hopefully another quick, edifying lesson. I'm going to try to keep this one under 15 minutes real quick. Talking about health. So real quick, let's go into this a little bit. And really, I'll put this link of this video in the description. But basically, this is what happens to you when you just give up sugar for 2 weeks. All right, your face and midsection will change. And as he goes into this video, you'll lose up to 13 pounds just in the first 2 weeks. And as I was looking into it, just off of that, sugar is in everything. A lot of things that we eat, right? This place is oversaturated with sugar. As far as the bread, the dairy, everything, man. Damn near a lot of stuff that we have. So it's a real planned diet. So, but sugar it's a clogger. It basically hinders you, and it slows down the temple from functioning at 100% capacity. You know what I'm saying? So, number 2, it improves eyes, so you'll be able to see better. Your vision will be better. It improves your brain. You'll think clearer. Your arteries and your kidneys. Now, understanding, it also is going to help your liver and your gut, and just basically all your body organs, right? So and the main thing about your gut, right? As your gut begins to clean out, you eat better and you take in better foods for your gut. What happens, man? Your thoughts begin to clear, and your thought pattern, it processes better because your gut is truly your first brain. That's another lesson for another time, but your gut is truly your first brain, and the better your gut is, the better you're going to be able to think, right? This is why, we always recommend fasting, right? And also decreases urination at night. If brothers got problems with that, getting up to pee and all that, you could be able to sleep through the night. More energy, because as you stop the sugar, is as he says in this video, and it's a really good video. I suggest brothers watch it, man. It's not that long, only about 15 minutes, right? So as you cut the sugar out, then your body is gonna begin to burn fat, because you only have 2 sources of energy, really, from your 2 sources of energy, which is sugar and fat, right? And when you're fasting, your body is burning all that sugar, and then it begins to burn fat, and you go to a state of autophagy, right? So it's burning your fuel sources, and you begin to feel weak. But hey, you going off the spirit as well, man. You're going off the spirit, so that's important, right? And turning away from just bad habits, just eating bad, is also going to help build your spirit. So this all goes hand in hand. And I got a couple scriptures to support it after I finish reading this list. 5, cravings between meals go away. Because that really be your parasites, man, from these foods, wanting to eat, and you don't even be hungry. You might have just ate, and you just got that urge to snack, right? That'd be the parasites, because there's a lot of parasites in the sugar. Okay, like in the gummy worms and things like that, man. Sodas, right? Parasites are microscopic, right? Really small. You can't see them with the naked eye, right? You're not going to be able to see a worm, a tapeworm that's in your meat, whatever, it's in there. Though it's in there, trust and believe that. So that is right there. It's causing them cravings between meals. So, just really this lesson is to tell brothers to be more aware of what you're putting in your body. Be more aware. Don't overindulge in the meats. What is that? Sirach 37, right? I'm going to get that one as well. I think I already got that one lined up. All right. 6, less stiffness, pain, inflammation. Because sugar, dairy, meat, And sugar, dairy, meat, what's the other one? Starch causes major inflammation in the body. So these things go hand in hand, man. You want to feel better, you want to think better, you want to emotionally be better, spiritually, right? It all go hand in hand. Brothers should know how to take care of their body, man. All right, lose weight. As I said, you lose 13 pounds. All right, you're gonna lose weight if you cut out the sugar for a prolonged amount of time, right? Better skin. So acne, right? Pimples, things like that start to clear up. Marks on the skin. Okay, you know how some brothers may have all that. Sisters, won't need no makeup because you eating properly, you eating better. Your skin begins to clear up, right? Fasting and like that is one of the closest things we can get to trying to envision and trying to be in those new bodies. It's like fasting and letting our body repair and trying to get back to that state. You know what I'm saying? Because in those new bodies, we ain't even gonna have to eat. Okay, we ain't gonna have no pimples, we ain't gonna have no marks, we ain't gonna have none of that. Alright, automatic regeneration, however it may be, speaking as a man, but we ain't gonna have to worry about any of that. We got everlasting life. Alright, Yahawah, I'll be up that number. So then the last one, improves insulin resistance. And we know that goes hand in hand with diabetes and all of that, your body's ability, to break down your sugar and break down foods, and that aligns more so with the pancreas and things like that. But like I said, that's another lesson, right? And I do want to get deeper into that, in a future lesson. So let's get these precepts that I had prepared. A second, I get up off this right here. All right. Now, adding this up, you can do all that stuff, and if you're not in this truth, it's going to be pointless. So Proverbs 3:1, let's read down. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments, for length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee, bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart, your mind. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of power and man. And that's Yasharahla, man. Jacob, Israel, found favor in the sight of the Halalyam and man, right? We serve Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We shall get that, right? So, in a sense, you are wrestling, right? As our forefathers did, because you got to wrestle with this life. You got to wrestle with the brothers maybe wrestle with the law and be like, man, I'm going to do this week. I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep this law, but then you end up not keeping it. You wrestling with it, all right? You got to win the battle, man, with your flesh to keep this, okay? Trust in Yahawah with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahawah and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones. Okay? So it's letting you know, hey, if you keep the law and you keep the law consistently, right, as you're supposed to, you keeping the dietary law, as well, it goes in hand, all of that, you keeping the law in general, right? It's going to be beneficial to you, health-wise as well, spiritually, mentally, right? So it's going to prolong your life. That's what Yahweh was trying to tell you at the end of the day, man. Do what he say, and you're going to be straight. All right? Let's get 37, go down to about the 28th verse. Okay? For all things are not profitable for all men, neither have every soul pleasure in everything. Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats. So don't overindulge and be gluttonous with a certain thing. You can overindulge in something that's actually good for you, like pomegranate juice or grapes. You know what I'm saying? You love grapes, blueberries. You eat too much of them, man, you get a sugar rush. It's just, you can overdo anything. Chocolate, cacao, right? These certain things may be good for you in a balance, right? Because a false balance is an abomination to Yahawah. So you got to have a balance in everything that you do. Every single thing that you do, man. You know what I'm saying? 37 and 30. And this is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus. For excess of meats bringeth sickness, and suffeting will turn into chola. So once again, overdoing it in the meats. Like me, man, I love some lamb, you know? And if up to me, I would eat lamb like 4 times a week, right? But I'll be cutting back, especially when I know a feast day coming up, right? You know, I ain't trying to eat lamb 2 weeks prior, because I'll be like, yeah, that feast day coming up, I'm about to tear up some lamb, you know? So, and I would fast. I try to fast at least 1 day out of the week, right? And don't overdo on the meats. Because, hey, too much meat, you'll get the itis, you'll get sluggish. Especially eating too late in the day, you wouldn't want to get up and things like that, man. So maintain yourself and have a sense of balance at the end of the day. Okay, by surfeiting, have many perish, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. All right, most definitely. I want to get one more scripture. 39 and 26. The principal thing, let these people go by. All right, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. And how can a sinner turn honey into evil? They overdo it. All right? They overdo these certain things. They drink too much. The blood of the grape is wine. They drink too much wine. They overdo it. They become drunkards. Right? They overdo these things. Clothing, they use it improperly. Right? Like fire, man. They burn down houses. They burn down villages, etc., etc. They smoke weed and things like that. They using these things for ill-gotten gain. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, iron. They making guns. They making swords. They making etc., etc. Okay? You know? So that's how the sinners can take this stuff and turn it into evil. Okay? But at the end of the day, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi created all these things for good, to serve a good purpose. And that's the same with the food, as we saying. So don't have a good balance with your food. Don't overdo it with your food. And take into consideration cutting back on the sugar, because that will benefit you, brothers. I'm telling you from experience, cutting back on the sugar, man, you'll have a clearer mind, and you'll actually become happier, you know, in a sense. Man, it makes the enduring easier when you're eating properly, because we in a war, right? So it's like, yo, you gotta get the right rations, the right type of rations, right? You know. And hey, with that being said, man, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalawam to you sincere Ahtham out there pushing and preaching 100% doctrine. Shalawam to the hopeful elect. Shalawam, Tabernacle of David. Shalawam, man. Hope this has been edifying. Shalawam.